This victory is really your victory. Because of you, the future belongs to California.
Democrat and Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom will be taking the state's top office after beating out his opponent, Republican John Cox, with 59% of the vote and 91% of precincts reporting. Now, Newsom's victory was decisive. He is expected to shift state politics to the left after 8 years of Jerry Brown, who was known for fiscal restraint.
CBS 13's political analyst Gary Dietrich is back with us with some insight on this. Gary, the whole idea of Newsom not really giving us details last night in his speech. What can we expect might be on his agenda, though?
See, that's interesting to me. I mean, normally in an acceptance speech, you lay out, here's kind of where I plan to take the state. We didn't hear that last night. It was basically, hey, a breath of fresh air on the left coast, because it's certainly not going to get it on the right coast, all right? So we're going to be waiting for January to see where he goes specifically with his policies. This question about whether the state's going to take a big veer left is what everybody's wondering, especially fiscally. People have said, Gavin, you got a lot of great ideas, universal preschool and all. How are you going to pay for them?
Now, Newsom has said in the past that he may not want to live here in Sacramento, taking a page.
Heaven forbid.
Taking a page from governors in the past. But how big of a deal is that really to voters?
Well, since he's the governor of the whole state, I'm not sure it is a big deal, right? I mean, if you're not living in your district and you're a congressman, maybe that's a problem. He's lived in Marin County. He'd have to drive from there, I guess. In the past, he hasn't spent a lot of time in Sacramento. He's been all over the state, and I suspect he's the kind of guy that's going to do that. I mean, this day he'll be in San Diego, up here he'll be in Eureka. So I don't know. For the average voter, big deal, probably not.
If his sights are set on a bigger prize, the White House perhaps in 2020, how much criticism could he face for coming on board and not really, running through the cycle of the job here at hand?
Yeah, well, I think he's going to dive right in next year, no doubt about it. And he's going to start having to put a budget together and, of course, a cabinet together and all that. But, here's a guy, whether he runs himself in 2020 or 2024, he's going to be a rock star. I mean, the governor of California, he's going to be drugged around the country asking to support candidates, et cetera. And so, I think he's probably going to be out of the state more than people might expect early on.
All right. We got that brand new governor's mansion all refurbished. Looks good to me. But
ready to move in. Get the moving van backed up. Right.